Alright, what's up, all my YouTube subscribers? To my old subscribers, welcome back. To my new subscribers, you are now watching Raphael on T. Wanted to let you guys know how my consultation for top surgery went Friday. It was I did it over Zoom, but it was with Dr. Sosani from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We talked about my BMI levels, how he would do like position the scars and my nipples. So the biggest thing that I'm kind of like struggling with is okay. I don't know. Like he's basically gave me a quote for full price. Full price would be 10,580. I think he said $85 and some change. And like he does like the full price. And then he sends a check off to the insurance company after you've had the surgery to get you your money back. And I understand, but I don't know. I think I'm probably still gonna look around. I've gotten several quotes. Like I said, the one I did a different doctor from Atlanta. His name was something. I can't remember what it was, to be honest. I looked him up. Was gonna do top surgery with him, but he didn't accept insurance. And then, I've talked about like Hope Sherry. And then I talked about getting top surgery done with Dr. Scott Mosser. Dr. Mosser, now, I think he does the letters and all of that. The last time I talked to him, he did, the letters, and he would get the surgery approved by the insurance and all of that. And then we would do the surgery. The only thing I think I had to pay for was my deductible. That was before I've met my deductible all the way up to like $1,000. So anyways, with Dr. Sassani, I haven't figured out if he's in network or out of network yet because of the the pricing. I didn't honestly think that I was gonna have to pay that much for my top surgery, considering that my quote for bottom surgery is like $6,000. That's doable. But my quote for top surgery is like 10,000. And I'm just like, man, that's bullshit. And I mean, just the fact that he sits up there and wants to do like full price, like for me to basically pay for it, and then to try to get a check back from the insurance company. And I'm just like, I've already paid, half of my deductible. Like my majority of my surgery should be free. But he wants me to like pay for it out of pocket, which I still think that's crazy. Because I mean, that's one of the reasons I went to Dr. Sosani, is because I was trying to get it done earlier than having to wait another year. But like I said, I don't know if he's in my network or out of my network, which I think he's out of my network. from what his secretary said. Because that's the first thing he asked me, like, in my consultation, was that I have out-of-network benefits. And I was like, yeah, I know I do have out-of-network benefits, but I didn't think nothing about him not being in network. Because, you know, most places, a lot of places are in network with Anthem's Blue Cross and Blue Shield, or Blue Cross and Blue Shield, or whatever. There's a lot of a lot of doctors that are in network with them. So when that first question popped up of, do you have out of network benefits, I'm like, yeah. So at that point, like, I was thinking to myself, man, I do not want to have to go through that all over again. Sorry, I know I keep looking off, but I'm outside with the dogs, and Aladdin's our newest puppy, and he likes to wander off, so I gotta keep an eye on him. But I really didn't expect it to go that way, and, he suggested, for me, to lose some weight before my surgery, which I'm currently working on. It's mainly just Aladdin. Sorry. It's mainly just, like, man, I really thought maybe I could get this done before the end of the year, right? So I'm kind of like mad about the situation, because I'm just like, man, like, you want me to pay full price for surgery? Like, you're telling me I understand I'm still responsible for 50%, but I'm like $1,000 away from meeting my deductible. So I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. So I guess, I'm going to be looking around for a different surgeon. Because with all of my bills, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to save $10,000 to get the surgery going. Like, I still got bills, I'm trying to catch up on from my previous surgery or whatever, but it's just like a slap in the face, essentially. Like, damn, I really thought I was going to be able to do it and get it out of the way. But, I mean, if you guys have any questions, I do like the consultation. In the consultation, he did tell me that he gives all of his patients his personal number. So, if I'm upset about like something doesn't look right, or I have questions or any of that, I'll be able to call and text him directly. I mean, they also do this thing. It's financing by Cherry, I think is the name of the company. And I had never heard of this company before, but that's what he offered, was Cherry. Well, not him per se. It's like his financing that his clinic works with. And I haven't filled out the stuff yet, because I'm just like, Am I wanting to go that route? Because, like I said, I haven't talked to any of the other ones. And Dr. Sosani, before I forget, sorry. Dr. Sosani requires, $1,000 down payment to hold your spot. And I mean, yeah, a lot of places require a down payment to hold your spot, but when he told me in his video call, he doesn't charge because he needs the money. It's not about the money. It's just because it's one of those things that you have to do, and I'm just like, okay, I understand. I've had several doctors tell me it's not about the money, but when we clearly see and trying to have like gender transitional surgeries in the United States, that it is about the money, even though they tell you it's not. Because if that was the case, transitional surgeries would not be as high as they are right now. It would be so much easier for a trans guy and trans woman to go out here and get transitional surgery. And one of the main reasons that they don't is because they can't afford it. I mean, like I said, for me, it's the fact that I have a lot of bills that I pay. And I've been working on trying to raise the money and all of that. But that's a lot harder said than done. So, it's a lot harder done than said. But kind of frustrated at this point because I'm just like, I don't understand. I mean, if I'm gonna get financing for surgery, or to do it's financing, but it's also like a payment plan. But my thing is I don't want to have to wait. I want it to be a now situation, and a lot of times it's not. So that's one of the things that's also kind of got me frustrated. But if you guys have any questions about my consultation, I will answer any questions that you have about him. Like I said, my quote was $10,000. And then I thought he was gonna charge for liposuction, which I'm assuming that he does, but he didn't directly tell me how much. He just told me about the anesthesiologist that will be in the equation. They charge $400 per hour for them to put you to sleep and all that. And I'm just thinking man, there are barely any doctors out here, top surgery doctors, that actually go through the trouble of talking to the insurance company, sending off the paperwork. Because I mean, when I talked about doing my surgery with Dr. Chen, they told me that they would handle all the paperwork and everything. Now, Dr. Sasani did say that they would handle the paperwork once I send it to him. But I'm just I don't want to go through the trouble of, if I pay you the $1,000 and I don't decide to have surgery with you, I lose my $1,000. I'm not with that. I work hard for the little bit of money that I do get. So that's kind of where I'm in between a rock and hard place. So that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to that. But if any of y'all have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But that's all I got for you guys today. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.